Welcome to the Ask Dr. Be Good podcast, where our goal is to bring you positive things that are going on in public education. And so bringing that to you today is going to revolve around dual credit and our partnership with Collin College. So we have some interesting people here to help bring that to light. So let's go around the room and see who we have here.
And I'm a parent. I have 3 children in Legacy. I also work there, and I'm so happy my children are there. My oldest daughter did dual credits. I'm so happy about it.
And we'll delve more into that in a few minutes. Thank you.
I'm Natasha Forge, the College and Career Counselor, and I work directly with Ms. Bazile at Collin College to ensure that our students are in the correct dual credit courses.
I'm Fred Moses. I'm the Collin County trustee. Been on the board since May of 2017. Been supporting the college a long time, and a graduate from community college 50 years ago, whatever, about 50. But glad to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. As you can see, we're well represented to talk about this dual credit topic. And so, Ms. Forge, let's start with you. Talk a little bit about the change in the law and the partnership that we have with Collin College.
Well, with House Bill 5 basically wants schools to be able to provide dual credit courses for students, as well as to make sure that they are able to be successful in an occupation outside of attending college, such as what we'll talk about with one of our former students. Along with that particular House Bill 5, we are now in partnership with Collin College, and we have our courses we can do 2 types of courses. We can have on-site courses. However, Legacy, we choose the online courses. So there are professors at Collin College that actually teach our students online as if they were still taking the course with us. So therefore, if they were to take English 3 or English 4 with us at Legacy, then we can place them in like the Composition 1301, 1302, which means that they'll have a credit for their high school, as well as they'll be receiving 6 hours of college credits for college.
So the beauty of that is that they remain at our school.
Correct. So they are allowed to, basically we are on a block schedule, meaning that the students attend classes hour and a half a day. So that same time, if they were to be in a face-to-face classroom with one of our teachers, they are placed in a different classroom, and they have a computer, and they also have another teacher in that classroom to provide support for those subjects.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And how many kids do we currently have in dual credit?
Well, starting last year, we were able to open up dual credit to our 9th through 12th grade students. So now we have an array of students throughout each grade level. We do have a plan set up to where students in 9th grade, they begin taking their electives, and then up to like 11th grade, that's when they really start diving into their core classes. So therefore, we have a good 12, 13 students that have taken advantage of it. However, we are going to provide the TSI. That's one of the tests, the Texas Success Initiative. That's the test that is required to be taken and passed before students can apply. So one of the problems that we've noticed is that our students haven't really been taking the test. Well, we at Legacy are going to offer the test on November the 14th to our students. Therefore, everyone who passes reading and writing will be able to take their English and history classes, and those who pass math can take math, and then we can start those other students can begin the process starting in January.
So that's one of our learning pieces that we've had to do, and correct me if I'm wrong, but we've had to apply to become testing sites for the colleges.
Correct.
And college board also. So we now are testing sites for pre-SAT, SAT, and TSI.
Correct.
Because before we were asking our students to go to the college to test, and they didn't always do that.
That is correct.
Right.
And so the cost for the test at Collin College is $35, maybe $29, $35, something somewhere in that range. However, we are offering the test to all of our students this this semester, all of our students, 9th through 12th grade, it will be no cost to them. And then second semester, we're going to prepare our 8th graders, and they'll take the test so that they'll be able to start in the fall of next year.
Okay.
Free of charge.
Good. One of the things that we've seen at College, I think, is good about dual credits and working with the high schools in Collin County. And we work with at least 75% of them have their students take 30 or more credits of dual credits. And we've seen significant growth when we look at the fall semester. We went from having like 5,300 students in dual credits, and now we have 7,300. So it's about a 30% increase over our last period. So we think the word is getting out, and it's a great option for students in high school to be able to take dual credits.
Well, one of the things that a lot of parents don't realize is if a school like us is a STEM school, a T-STEM school,
Yeah.
there's a requirement, if we're going to be T-STEM, that we must offer a certain amount of college hours. And again, Natasha, I'm going to rely on you to correct me if I'm wrong. The last year's 9th graders have now fallen under the requirement to graduate with a minimum of 15 college hours.
Yes, 85% of our students, because we are STEM, have to graduate with 15 credit hours, and one course has to be in English and the other course has to be in math. And then that is one of the reasons that we did start our 9th graders out with electives, so we can go ahead and begin to prepare them for those college classes.
So I think you're sensing that from other high schools as well.
I think we are. And then what we have done, Dr. Good, is actually we have 16 college career counselors at high schools throughout the county. And that has also helped to make sure that they know what the requirements are, and that we are welcoming those students as a part of our curriculum. And we, as a result of offering that resource to them, to know how to best to navigate through the process to be taking dual credits.
Well, and Collin College has been very open to receiving us. As you may have heard me say before, Collin College was instrumental in getting us dual credit immediately after the House Bill 5 changed. Even when other junior colleges asked us to wait a year while they figured it out.
Yeah.
Not Collin College. We all worked together to get those MOUs, and we do an MOU every year.
Yes, it's an annual MOU, and what we do is we determine which courses that we're going to offer for our students, and then I communicate with our liaison, and like I said, Ms. Bazile, and we do what we call a crosswalk. And so for each class and grade level, we determine which classes the students will be able to have dual credit in.
Yeah. But I think what we want at the colleges to want to have a real partnership with the high schools and the students out there in terms of offering this opportunity for them to get this college credit and to be that far along in their career and their academics by being dual credits, but also getting credits for their high school classes that they take. And so we're in partnership because we think it's a great deal.
Collin College is highly regarded in the community college world. I saw your enrollment continues to grow. You're up to 55,000
We
students.
are up to 55,000 this fall semester, and continue that growth every year, and that's been pretty extraordinary for us.
Yeah, my daughter got her associates in criminal justice from Collin College, and she was adopted through CPS, and so there were some issues there, but the school worked with her, Collin College worked with her, and made her a successful student.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm always interested in going to events. So a couple of days ago, we broke ground on our new campus in Wiley, and we have a partnership there with the city and the school board. And actually, the school board member, the president of the school board, he talked about his success and not doing a good high school students, but he went to Collin College, and then he went on to Texas A&M and got his degree. But I'm always amazed, and I know what the resource of this community college did for myself and my career. but to have other people talk about it and to see that, it really is making a difference and a great resource for our community, for the college, for the resources we offer.
And I think that the diversity has gone up at Collin College, hasn't it?
Yes, it is. It really is. I think more and more we see as across the board, we see kids from all levels, all backgrounds, knowing that what a great resources it is in the community, that they're taking advantage of it.
Yes, I noticed also in your stats that the greatest number of kids go to UT Dallas.
Yes.
As transfer students, and so the fact that they're starting their college careers with you and then go to UTD, it speaks highly of your program.
It really does, because UTD, one of
Yes.
the top schools in the country, and they say that our kids, go out our school and then transfer to a great school like that.
Yes, nobody says party school when you say
That's
UTD.
right. That's right. That's exactly. Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about what success Collin College has had on a student. And your student is currently up in Massachusetts. She was our valedictorian last year, and she's graduated with 60 high school. She graduated high school with 60 college hours from Collin County. See, I've lived in Plano so long that I'm training my brain to say Collin College instead of Collin Community College, which is what we grew up with.
We all grew up in since
Yes.
we've been around with Quad C.
Yes, exactly.
So we have to get away.
Sorry.
Collin College.
Collin
That's right.
College.
Yes. My daughter took advantage of the dual credits and did help her to get higher score to apply to colleges. She did apply to 6 or 7 colleges. One of them was UT Dallas, John Hopkins, and I don't remember the rest, but she got in all of them, but she got 2 full rides. And she chose to go to John Hopkins. Dual credit did help her to get higher score in SAT and ACT.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. Because she didn't have a high score in ACT, because the first time she took, and her score was 28, and the second time 32.
Wow.
It did improve in 1 year.
1 year.
Yes.
Wow.
And that helped her to go a better college.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you told me the story that she not only took our dual credit, but then she actually went to Collin College and took advanced classes specifically to.
Yes, advanced math and advanced English.
And you think that's what caused her to be able to improve in the ACTs?
Scores, yes. 100%.
She's a smart girl.
Mm.
Now you have twins who are in 8th grade.
Yes. A
And-
boy and a girl, and they want to do the same thing. They cannot wait until next year to apply for dual credits to like the oldest sister.
You know, that's one of my surprises right now, that I don't have parents beating down the doors to get their at least 9th graders into college for free.
Right.
I'm just amazed, but somehow I haven't marketed it enough yet for that to happen. Although I do have some who are knocking on our door. I remember there was a parent in August who emailed me about wanting to know more about when her child was going to be signed up. So there is starting to be some of that. Now, she was anxious because school has started, but the colleges start later, and so we had to talk her down. It's coming. It's coming. But she just didn't want to miss it.
Yeah,
she didn't want that.
that's right.
You know, she wanted us to start paying for her child's college. So anyway, one of the things that we do at at Legacy is we have IT, information technology, and health science as our main endorsements. And so Collin College has nursing program, and many of our graduates last year, when they were walking across stage and announcing where they were going, so many of them were going to the nursing program.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's a great curriculum that we have, and we've had it some time, and having students in the area take advantage of the nursing program. And now, since we've been approved, the legislation has been approved, that we can now offer a 4-year degree because many of the certifications require that of nursing. So we've gotten the authority, the law changed, that we will be able to offer a 4-year degree in nursing and in technology. So which are
Wow.
two great schools that our school has been approved to offer bachelor's degrees.
Now, would those be still at the same prices?
They will still be they will be the same. What a deal that is!
Wow,
It is still at the
yes.
same prices.
Wow, that's a
It
4-year
really,
degree.
a 4-year degree, and they'll be able to take advantage of the rates that we have in terms of credit hours for our students. So there really is tremendous savings for them to be able to come to college and go straight through to a bachelor's. You know, at our approximately $3,000 a year is what it costs students to go to school at.
So
at Collin.
let's do the math on that. So for 4 years, that would be $12,000.
That's
If
right.
Legacy pays for at least half of that, you can have kids graduating with a 4-year degree from your school for $6,000-ish.
Yeah, 6,000.
If they live at home.
If they live at home, yeah. So it really is a great bargain for
Oh my
them, a great
gosh.
advantage for them to be a part and come to our school and get their studies done.
And is that 4-year nursing degree, is that an RN?
It's a RN.
I think it is.
I think it
Usually
is. I
RN
think
is
it is.
4 years.
I think it
LVN
is.
is
Yeah.
usually 2
2 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the opportunities that you are offering our kids, you
Pretty,
know,
pretty extraordinary. I think so. Really, for our college, and that's why we're really are. We really want to be a great resource for our community and everyone that lives here, and that's why the school is we're growing, but we're also expanding, and that's why we have 7 campuses now, and then we'll have a campus, and we talked about the one that we just broke ground in Wiley, and then we'll have one in Farmersville, and we'll also have one in Salina, because we're growing and we have to make resources available, we think, to those in the community that want to take advantage of it.
that's impressive, and really quite necessary. Again, I don't know how much parents understand. This is something you told me out there, that with so many kids now graduating with dual credit hours, when an employer sees somebody, 2 candidates, one with some college hours or even an associate and some without, even if it's just a part-time job, they're going with the kid with the hours. So our expectations have
that's
changed.
advantage. I think we really want to have a partnership or working relationship with industry and providing jobs, and that's why we have this. We've increased this pathway for high school dual credits, kids to earn a degree in career technology, and then college also collaborates with them, with the other high schools, to offer these degrees and whether it's in certified nursing, assistant in graphics, emergency medical care, and there are several other, the school technologies that we'll be offering our kids the opportunity.
Sounds very 21st century.
Well, I think it is, exactly. All this happening.
And that's what's so impressive about Collin College. It's become a really jewel of North Texas.
I think it is, and really is. And that's what I think the resources is. And that's why it's such a, when we were talking about bringing it to Collin College, in Collin County, we are very pleased at what a great resource it is here in the college in terms of working with whether we're working with the high schools or whether we're working with industry. We're trying to make sure we're also working with them to meet the needs of the community, whether that's in high school or whether it's in industry.
Well, you have plenty to brag about. So,
Thank you.
we have come towards the end of the show, and now it's time to ask me a question. So who would like to go first? Okay, Irene, you ready?
No, I don't.
Okay. Is truly, really, that if any kid in Legacy can take a dual credit without spending a penny.
So what's your question? Is it true?
Is it true?
Well, I would have to defer to our college and career readiness counselor. Have we asked any parent to pay any money for any of the courses?
Our students, they receive a free education as it relates to Collin College. The only time that a parent is asked to pay is in the summer if they choose to. However, it's not required that students take the courses in the summer. So yes, that's true.
So it's true.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, you're proof of that. But we really don't sneak costs behind your back. I know you have 2 more, so
Yes.
you're worried about that.
Yes.
And now we have more courses to offer too for your students.
Sounds good.
So, Ms. Forge?
Well, I would just ask, since now we are a STEM school and we do have to have more students taking dual credit courses, is it a possibility for Legacy to become a early college opposed to just offering dual credit?
We'd have to see if it would be worth it, and here's why. Because we apply every year to become a T-STEM designated campus, a lot of those requirements are the same. And so since we already have to apply for T-STEM every year, I don't know if it would give us any more bang for the buck to be an early college, since we already are an early college. We'd have to look into that. But there's something you said that triggered, and I remembered when you started asking. Because there are parents who have special needs children and other issues that might make a parent think my child can't go to college or would have a struggle going to college. What are we doing? What will we be doing, or are we doing it yet? Because I know there was some talk about it, but I don't know if we're there, to help kids with special needs to get dual credit.
The parents they have to talk with an advisor through Collin College. However, Collin College also offers accommodations for students with disabilities. So therefore, they will provide the support that they need, and then we also provide the support in the dual credit classroom.
Now, I thought I heard, again, correct me if I'm wrong, that we might start offering some other dual credits like PE and some other sort of non-content dual credit to be able to meet the 15 hours for those kids who have, sort of high on the spectrum, but could do some other type of dual credit.
That's correct. So some courses at Collin College require the TSI, while other classes do not require the TSI. So the courses that don't require the TSI, such as Spanish, our students usually takes for Spanish 1 their 8th grade year. So coming into their 9th grade year, they're allowed to take beginning Spanish with Collin College. So that's one of the classes that we offer for our 9th grade students. And there's a plethora of other 9th grade classes starting in 9th grade that even our special population students can take without having to take the TSI.
And many of our special ed students are Spanish speaking.
Correct.
So they're able to do that a lot of times easier than our Spanish speaking students.
Correct.
And that's one of the things, Mr. Moses, that I would love to see change. And I don't know if you can do it at your level, but the irony is that our Spanish-speaking native speakers must pass the TSI in English, must meet the required score in English before they're allowed to take the Spanish dual credit. And so, we'd be able to give that change?
No, so
Okay.
so for the students to take, they don't have to pass the TSI to take the Spanish.
Okay, so that's new then.
Yes, they don't have to take this. They don't have to take TSI to take the Spanish course. The requirement is just that they have taken Spanish 1 prior to.
Okay, because I remember a couple years ago we talked about that, so that's a good change. Okay, colleges are listening. All right, look at
Yeah, okay, all right.
So, Mr. Moses, do you have a question for me?
Yes, okay. Is there anything else the college can do? Collin College would do. College really appreciate the partnership we have with schools like yours, high schools and the county. Is there anything else we can do to make what we offer more accessible, improve it? So you'd have more of your students come. Is there anything else we can do? as a
question.
college. Okay.
Now, I want you to help me answer this, Ms. Forge, but I know this is going to sound weird, but buses, transportation.
Okay. Okay.
You know?
Yeah, okay.
We have a bus at the corner of our Legacy Plano School that goes to UTD.
Yes.
And so it'd be neat if we had Collin College buses that, you know, offered transportation, because that's oftentimes one of the things that when a child at Legacy wants to take a course that only is offered at the college, to be able to have transportation, you know, that's something to think about.
Okay, it is. Okay.
Okay.
And that's
I'll
what we
take that
ran
back.
across with PE. So our students will be able to take dual credit PE. However, it's not an online course with Collin College as of yet. So
Yeah,
that would
sorry.
be a prime example.
Okay.
So we
very
would
good.
either have to have a PE teacher with a master's in PE to be an adjunct,
Correct.
because we do have that with Eastfield. We have 2 of our teachers currently who have been approved to be adjuncts. I don't think we have any at Plano yet.
Not currently.
And so, but if we can't do PE at our place, we'd love to do it at yours.
Okay. So PE, a resource, adjunct professor in PE?
Yes. Or the bus transportation.
Auto bus. Okay. Okay, very good.
Yes.
Well, you're giving us something I'll take back and
Yeah, that's a grant
Okay.
away from
Okay.
happening, right?
Yes,
You just write a
okay.
grant.
That's okay. Very good. Thank you very much.
Well,
I'll
I
share
think
that with them. Okay.
I thank all of you for being here and bringing alive our dual credit program and letting us thank Collin College on the air to continue the great work. You're
Okay.
impacting kids. You heard how you're impacting kids.
Yeah, I really did. And
And
so
so-
we're
Thank you
grateful
for tuning in
and
to the-
be a great resource.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to the Ask Dr. Be Good show. For more information on Legacy Preparatory Charter Schools, visit our website, legacypca.com, or call 469-249-1099. And remember to like us on Facebook, where we stream live weekly Tuesdays at 3 p.m.